trajectory is too clean, the vector is too true. The perfect pass on Jupiter, a maneuver through the inner solar system, a geometric calculation. Mars, Venus, every gravity assist a lethal validation of hostile intent. A reconnaissance complete, the cold non-human purpose devastatingly neat. They called it natural physics, a comet on the run, but no random piece of frozen dirt performs what this has done. It's a master of the solar system, using our own defense against us, gathering data, showing no repentance. Jupiter, Mars, Venus swing by, a perfect calculated kill. The probe is done observing, waiting for the final will. Planetary defenses whispering, running the mandatory drill. The satellites are armed now, watching from the hill. They call it an exercise, but the code is running hot. But the code is running hot. The first line of the countermeasure is firing off a shot. The International Asteroid Warning Network is holding mandatory training starting before the dawn of the final action window. When the object is out of view, they need the data precise, they need the calculations true. A new campaign for comets, a scientific fuse for arming every orbital platform, setting every fuse. The defense grid is spinning from Shire Mountain deep. Every nation is in lockstep while the citizens still sleep. They're targeting the shadow where the object will appear, preparing for the payload, driven by pure fear. Jupiter, Mars, Venus swing by, a perfect calculated kill. The probe is done observing, waiting for the final will. Planetary defenses whispering, running the mandatory drill. The satellites are armed now, watching from the hill. They call it an exercise, but the code is running hot. The code is running hot. The first line of the countermeasure is firing off a shot. The missiles are on the rail now in the geosynchronous zone. A desperate last-ditch counter, we're fighting this alone. The military satellites disguised as simple weather cams are turning their attention now to the strategic slams that this cold object plotted within human machine sight. They know where the deployment starts, they're ready for the fight. It passed the final milestone, the data is complete. Now comes a return